EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Atlanta. On first down, Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
A first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
21. 11.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan being chased out left. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's Ryan. And the catch is made by Justin Hardy. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Now Ryan on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And Freeman lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 11.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to find a little space. He gets this up over the 15 to the 16. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now it's Jackson. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Collins. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Crabtree the target on that one.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
For Baltimore, Charles, if you look back to this season, it was pretty interesting. They start 4-5. You think John Harbaugh may not be there. He's on thin ice. Joe Flacco's at quarterback. But then Lamar Jackson comes in, and everything changed. And their whole offense changed.
It certainly did because of the infusion of speed at the quarterback position. And throws the ball a little bit better from the pocket than maybe he got credit for. has to get better at that. But I think people had to adjust because Joe Flacco as a quarterback, you knew where he would be every time. 3 to 5 steps behind center, he could go get it. With Lamar Jackson, he could be anywhere and make a big play. And how about that defense? Number 1 in the league in fewest yards allowed yet again.
First catch of the game for Crabtree. It's a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Jack Crawford getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
From the gun, Jackson. A right side catch by Crabtree. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Two minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vic Beasley in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Crabtree with it over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Boom, landed!
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. The quick slant, good for 8 and a 1st. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Here's Ryan to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go!
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now a long one for Matt Bryant. He's hit from 62 in his career, but that was all the way back in 2006. This will be from 56 yards out. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
I wonder how they did it. What if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Here's Bosher to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Flacco looking for his first toss. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Down to about the 22 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And Bryant's kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Gone! All right, now, look at 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Vic Beasley in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
From the gun, Jackson. Caught by Montgomery. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
He can run for it, and he will. He'll get a couple of yards on the keeper, but it's going to lead to a fourth down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They are excited about where they are in this game.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Ryan. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Back now in Atlanta. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Keanu Neal, there to knock that one free.
trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Flacco. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Flacco from the gun. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. On first down, Flacco. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Flacco will take to the air again. Looking left side, Andrews with it, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Flacco to throw here on 3rd down. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10, and he's hit on his last 7 straight passes. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing here on 1st down, Flacco. This is Montgomery with a grab over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
Finally a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Freeman. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, 70 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, they can catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Grady Jarrett in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back to throw. Flushed out right. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. He's back to throw. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
One last shot for Jackson. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. And now a critical extra point attempt here. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And the Ravens taking the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leap.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A huge play there in overtime, 51 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jack Crawford in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Here's Flacco. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Vic Beasley in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Now Flacco. Oh, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And an alley to run. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now what can Ryan do here in overtime? He's going to wind up in it, and that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters.